Welcome. Okay. Today we'll be going into Y-DNA. We're going to explain it. Okay. We're going to explain what is Y-DNA and what is MtDNA. Okay. Mitochondrial DNA. We're going to go into it, go a little bit deeper, and I'm going to give you some little gems. Okay. Started off, 1 Chronicles 9:1. So all Israel were reckoned by genealogies. Okay. Reckoned by genealogy. All right. And we're going to talk about these people right here, the Niger-Congo family. Okay. These are people that carry the E1b1a haplogroup, the Y-DNA. Okay. Now, you have a X chromosome and you have a Y chromosome. Okay. If a person has an X chromosome and a Y chromosome, he is a male. This is the sex chromosomes. Okay. This determines your sex. If a person has two X chromosomes, then that person is a female. All right. So, as we can see right here, XY, okay, went down to the son, XY. All right. XX went down to the daughter, XX. Okay. Now let's explain how this works. Okay. Let's look right here. All right. So the male, his sperm can either carry a X chromosome or a Y chromosome. Okay. And it goes into the female's egg. Okay. So if let's say a man's sperm carries the X chromosome and it goes into the female egg. When it goes to the female egg, you get XX. Okay. Let's say the Y chromosome goes to the female egg. You get XY. You get a male. Okay. Female, male. All right, you see it right here. Look at it right here again. Pass on the X chromosome. The male passes on the X chromosome. And then it goes to the female egg. You get a girl. Okay. Vice versa. Y chromosome goes to the egg, and you get a male child. All right. Now, Y-DNA is the DNA found on the Y chromosome, which is a sex chromosome found in the nucleus of male cells. Y-DNA is passed down from father to son and can be used to trace a male's paternal ancestry. Y-DNA is passed down virtually unchanged from father to son. Okay, so it's really like an unbroken line. It's an unbroken line. That's exactly what it is. An unbroken line. Okay, father to son. All right. Now, only males can take Y-DNA tests because females don't have Y chromosomes. Okay, a male's father, brother, paternal uncle, or paternal grandfather can also take a Y-DNA test. All right. Now, mitochondrial DNA. This comes from the woman. Comes from the mother. Okay. So it's a small amount of DNA. The MtDNA is a small amount of DNA found in the mitochondria of a cell. It's passed down from a mother to her offspring. Okay. So during fertilization, says a mother passes her MtDNA to her offspring. Okay. Males inherit MtDNA from their mother, but can't pass it on to their children. All right. Pay attention to that. Females inherit MtDNA from their mother and pass it on to both their male and female children. MtDNA is not to be confused with the X chromosome, which is inside the cell's nucleus. Okay. So MtDNA is not the X chromosome. Okay, it has nothing to do with the X chromosome. It's the mitochondria, okay, of a cell. It's the DNA found on the mitochondria of a cell. Okay, while the X chromosome is inside the cell's nucleus. Okay. Now, let's look right here. Look at this first, okay? Pure paternal line, okay? Given from father to son only, okay? Son, okay? Father, the grandfather, great grandfather, great great grandfather, so on and so forth, okay? It's going to always show up in the male's paternal lineage. Okay. Now the mtDNA goes from son or daughter. Okay, go from son or daughter to the mother. Then from the mother to the grandmother, and from the grandmother to the great grandmother, then to the great grandmother. Keep going on and on. That's the mtDNA, the mitochondrial DNA. All right. As I said in the last slide, males do not pass down their mtDNA to their children. mtDNA always comes from the child's mother. Okay. Now search this up. A woman, like I said, cannot directly check their Y DNA because they do not have a Y chromosome. Okay. Right. However, women can have a male relative like their father, brother, or uncle take a Y DNA test to trace their paternal lineage. All right. Only males have a Y chromosome. Okay. Pass father to son. They have a male relative take the test. Okay. Y DNA test to get their paternal lineage. They know their paternal lineage. Now, autosomal DNA. Okay. This is what you inherit from all your ancestors. Okay. It's a mixture of all of them. But Y DNA is the trace. Okay. That traces lineage. That traces lineage according to the traces lineage. All right. Paternal lineage. And mtDNA traces the maternal lineage. All right. So, see right here, got a family. They say he's E1b1a, and let's say her dad is E1b1a. Okay. It doesn't matter really what she was, as long as the father was E1b1a, the children would be Israelites. Okay. Okay. Now, mtDNA, the mother passes it on to her children, but the father does not pass on the mtDNA he inherited from his mother. Okay. So let's see right here. Okay, the mother and daughter, they pass it on. Okay, they pass it on to their children. The father, he does not pass on his mtDNA. He doesn't pass on his mtDNA. Whatever mtDNA he had from his got from his mother, he would not pass it on to his children. But the children would get the mtDNA from their mother. Okay. All right. It's mitochondria. Okay. All right. This is a better look at it. Okay. Okay. This is mitochondria DNA. Okay. Son, daughter, brother, and sister. Okay. Go to the mother. There's still mitochondrial DNA. Go to the grandmother. Go to the maternal great grandmother. All right. As you can see, it didn't go from the grandfather's the maternal grandfather's maternal grandmother. It didn't go through this way. It went from whoever the mother was. Okay. That's what it went through. Okay. And then go from the mother did not get mtDNA from her father. All right. Went straight to the mother lineage. All right. Now the son gets the Y DNA, okay, from the father. And it goes on and so forth. But the daughter, okay, she can't even check her Y DNA unless she go through her brother or her father. And she does not pass on Y DNA. Okay, I gotta make sure I get this straight. Women do not pass on Y DNA to their children. That only comes from the father. Okay. All right. I had to get that straight because I seen somebody from a Hebrew Israelite camp say women could pass on E1b1a. Okay. That is impossible, and it cannot happen. Okay, women do not pass on Y-DNA. They pass on MtDNA. Okay, so let's go for an example right here. Let's say this boy's Y-DNA was E1b1a subclade E1b1a 8A1. Let's say that was his subclade. And it says MtDNA was L3F1B4C. Okay. All right. So he got a maternal lineage from his mother. Okay. He got the E1b1a from his father. All right. As for the daughter, she just get the MtDNA. Okay. But her father has E1b1a. Okay. His daughter, her father has E1b1a. But she would not know that unless her dad or brother gets their Y-DNA tested. All right. Now, okay, so this is MtDNAs. Okay, they say it come from the L haplogroup. It's the MtDNA. It's different from the Y-DNAs. Okay, they come from the L haplogroup. They say all MtDNAs come from the L haplogroup. So look right here. Okay, you got difference. Okay, but you're not really gonna see that difference in the mitochondrial DNA. Okay, both the Niger-Congo people and the other people of Africa, like the Nilotic and the people of Ethiopia and Somalia, they all have the L haplogroups. Okay, the L MtDNAs. See right here, it says Nilotic populations primarily belongs to the L macro haplogroup, specifically subclades like LO, L2, L3, L4, and L5, which are characteristic of sub-Saharan Africa and are most commonly found in populations across the Nile River Valley, including various Nilotic ethnic groups like the Turkana, Samburu, Maasai, and Luau. Now, mitochondrial DNA over here for the West, okay, says right here, for West Africans is L0A, L2A, L3B, and L3E, okay, which are considered genetic footprints of the Bantu migration, originated primarily from West and Central Africa, spread across the continent during their expansion. All right. The majority of Bantu MtDNA lineages are traced back to the West Central African region, which is considered the ancestral homeland of the Bantu people. All right. So right here, I just put Niger-Congo. Okay. I don't know what tribe these women are from. We should say Niger-Congo. Okay. Shaulite. All right. Let's move on. Now, MtDNA does not determine if you are an Israelite. Okay. A brother and sister can have MtDNA J1A1, but their father is E1b1a. Okay, the father is who determines the child's lineage, the nation they are from, the people. Okay, Numbers 1-18, and they assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declare their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. Okay. All right, so let's look at an example. Let's look over here first. Okay, Leah and Rachel. Okay, two of the foremothers of the tribes of 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, so let's look at this first. Okay, Isaac. Okay, he married Rebecca. Okay, Rebecca was a Syrian. Okay, her dad was Bethuel. Rebecca's dad was Bethuel. He was a Syrian. Okay. Her brother was Laban the Syrian. Rebecca's brother was Laban the Syrian. Okay. Rebecca was the mother of Jacob and Esau. All right. So Jacob and Esau's mother was a Syrian, not Assyrian, but Syrian. Okay. Genesis 28:1 says, and Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him and said unto him, thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Arise, go to Padanaram, to the house of Bethuel, thy mother's father, and take thee a wife from thence of the daughters of Laban, thy mother's brother. Genesis 29:16. And Laban had two daughters. Okay. Now remember, he's a Syrian. The name of the elder was Leah. The elder daughter was Leah. And the name of the younger was Rachel. Okay. Okay. Leah and Rachel were Syrians due to their fathers. Okay. D-U-E. Let's see. Dinah the Israelite. So it says Dinah, the daughter of Leah. Okay. You skip down right here. It says Dinah, the daughter of Jacob. Okay. She was an Israelite. Okay. Leah was her mother. Okay. And as you see right here, Genesis 35:23, the sons of Leah, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun. But they was called Israelites. It wasn't called Syrians. They was called Israelites. All right. Now, it's the Igbo man, right? Is that AI? Might be AI. I can't even tell nowadays. But in West Africa, you have the U6 MtDNA. I have the U6. I have U6A5. Okay. U6A5. They say originally they say it came from North Africa. And they went into Europe. Okay, and it's in sub-Saharan Africa as well. But the Igbo, they have U6 among them. Okay. Say right here, it says U6 mitochondrial DNA, MtDNA haplogroup is associated with the Bantu expansion. Okay. U6A5 is a subclade of the U6 mitochondrial DNA, MtDNA haplogroup, which is found in West Africa. All right. The U6 haplogroup is thought to have originated in southwestern Asia and spread to North Africa during the Paleolithic era. All right. Now, before we move on, let's go ahead and move on. Matter of fact, we'll show y'all this. All right, this is Y-DNA. Let me zoom in for y'all. It's already zoomed in. So I hope y'all can see. All right, zoom in a little bit more for y'all. Okay, this right here, E3A. E3A, that is E1b1a. All right, it's the old way of saying it. Okay, E1b1a, and E3B is E1b1b. All right. You see right here, you got E2, which is of the Nilotic people, and A3 or A, of the Nilotic. A2 and A3, so the Khoisan people. Okay. Pygmy and Haza is B, haplogroup B, B2. The Chadic, okay, they got R1B, V88. All right. See the E1b1b going up to North Africa. All right, right here you got the J1E. They say is the Middle Eastern haplogroup. All right, you got R1B. You got I. Okay, going to Europe. You got G. You got Q. All right. These are the Y-DNAs. All right, let me go up a little bit more. Go up slow so y'all can see. All right, let me zoom out so I can see. All right. Let me go over here. Zoom in right here. Aborigine, Australian Aborigine. Papua New Guinea, you got the M and the S. C2. You got O, the Asians. Asian people, C3, all that. You got more Asians. right? Go over here. It's America. It's what they say was over here. Say was over here during Christopher Columbus time, but we was over here also. E1b1a was also over here. All right. CQ3. All right. All right. Now, EM2. Okay, we just seen that. Sub-Saharan Africa, Niger-Congo area, okay, West Africa, and the Bantu area, okay. All right. Says right here, EM2, also known as E1b1a1 M2, is a human Y chromosome DNA haplogroup. EM2 is primarily distributed within Africa, followed by West Asia. More specifically, EM2 is the predominant subclade in West Africa, Central Africa, Southern Africa, and the region of the African Great Lakes. It also occurs at moderate frequencies in North Africa and the Middle East. EM2 has several subclades, but many of these subhaplogroups are included in either EL485 or EU175. EM2 is especially common among indigenous Africans who speak Niger-Congo languages and was spread to Southern Africa and East Africa through the Bantu expansion. All right, so they're saying that E1b1a came from West Africa, started in West Africa. But according to the people, they say they came from the East, all of them. From West Africans to the Bantu. They say they came from the East, the Near East. Okay. Right here says, according to Wood, all right, and Rosa, sex population movements changed the pre-existing population, while chromosomal diversity in Central, Southern, and Southeastern Africa, replacing the previous haplogroup frequencies in these areas with the now dominant E1b1a1 lineages. Traces of early inhabitants, however, can be observed today in these regions via the presence of the Y-DNA haplogroups A1a, A1b, A2, A3, and BM60. So basically what they just said right here, they said the people that carry E1b1a came in and conquered and almost basically wiped out the original inhabitants. All right. And you will hear that in the Icon story, which I will do a video on the Icon. They'll tell you that they came from the Near East. Then they came to Egypt and they went down to Ethiopia. They mixed with the Ethiopian women, okay? And then they went west and they conquered somebody. They conquered the people that was there. Okay? The original, whoever was there, the original inhabitants. All right. And then you see when the Bantu came down into Central Africa, they conquered the Khoisan people. Okay, Central and Southern Africa, whoever was there, Khoisan or Nilotic people came and conquered them. All right. This is a Nilotic person right here. Okay, and we have two Israelite groups, Ghanaians, okay, and the Congolese. All right. Boom. Okay, this is from the how they say it, Sefaria. I don't know how they say it. This is Jewish people book. Or they writings. Okay. It's from the Sanhedrin 94a. Skip right here. It says the Gemara asked to where did Sennacherib exile the 10 tribes? Marzutra says he exiled them to Africa. Okay. He exiled them to Africa. What he says, okay. This is another letter to the 10 lost tribes of Israel, okay. Sefaria community, okay. Translation. Right here it says, let's go ahead and skip down, matter of fact. Okay, let's skip right here. The righteous upon whom the world rests, the Bnei Moshe, servant of Hashem, who dwell across the river Shabatan, also known as Sabatan, who pledges allegiance to the king of Israel, sits upon a mighty throne, and who rules over the 10 tribes, whose settlement is in the land of beyond the rivers of Nubia, Cush, who camp according to their banners, the tribe of Dan, of Naphtali, of Gad, and Asher, and the tribe of Issachar, who understand the movements of the celestial bodies. All right. Nubia is right here, which is Sudan. That beyond the rivers of Kush, Nubia. Okay, that's what they interpreted it as. All right. This is a Bateke man, a Bantu. Okay. He's a Yisolele. Okay. Yisolele. Right here. Okay, now what you see Ethiopia at the last map right here, say right here, Ethiopia. That was called Abyssinia, okay? Abyssinia, originally, all right? Ethiopia was called Congo, okay? And to the people of Congo, they call it Katiopa, okay? Katiopa. See right here, there's Nubia, all right? So let's read right here. It says Zephaniah 3 and 10 says, beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my suppliants, even the daughter of my dispersed shall bring my offering. Excuse me. Zephaniah 3 and 10. New Living Translation. My scattered people who live beyond the rivers of Ethiopia will come to present their offerings. Okay. Now, right here, just off of this, people is right here in Africa, in Central, Southern Africa. But let's say you say Ethiopia is right here. They went from beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, so they will be in this area. Okay. Either way. Now, Brother Nabi Kefas brought this information out. I'm gonna put a link in the description to his video. Okay, that he discussed this. It says right here. Right here. The kingdom of Ephraim was expelled with 10 tribes behind the Sabbaton. That is why she cried. The other 2 tribes were expelled to Babylon, and they came back after 70 years. However, behind Sabbaton, they remained hidden. All right. Now, he brought this out right here. It says, the Baluba proverb is that the Luba is a bird of Nsamba Samba. Samba Samba denotes migration, dispersion, and diasporas, okay? The initiated of the Bakoli, okay, called Sabatan Samba Samba. While to ordinary people, it is called Lualaba. Lualaba. Lulaba. I'm probably saying it wrong. Okay. Luba, Congo, and Anxiety. All right. Anxiety River. Okay, they call it Congo River. This river, Anxiety. It's got 3 different names. So to the Bakoli, the initiated of the Bakoli, they call it Samba Samba, the river Sabatan that these Jewish people are mentioning. Okay. Congo River right here. All right. Congo River. Right, it says the Bakole, or the Bantu ethnic group of the Central of the Republic of Cameroon. Okay, my bad. Republic of Cameroon. They belong to the Sawa or Cameroonian coastal peoples. Okay, the Bakole speak a language of the same name. According to Douala oral history, the Douala, Bakole, and Limba come from a single ancestor named Awale. All right. Okay, so now I think the Limba, that's the Limba that you know of. We're gonna do a video on them, actually. I probably already did it, but I'm gonna redo it. All right, so this is about Luba man, the Luba people, okay? Now, so Samba Samba, okay? In Luba tradition, denotes migration, dispersion, and diasporas, okay? So that means scattered people, okay? So basically, that's what they will mean. They scattered people in his area, okay? Or dispersed people. All right. All right. Now, you can find the Baluba in the Bible, okay? Brother Jonathan Shilombo revealed his information. They took him off of YouTube. All right. But he brought this out. Mr. Brother, he had a lot of good information. I wasn't hearing it at the time, you know. But now I got a little bit of understanding. You know, things starting to make sense. All right. The Luba. Okay. It's right here. Let's read it. Where is that? Okay, right here. First Chronicles 2 and 3. The sons of Judah, and Onan and Shelah, which three were born unto him of the daughter of Shua the Canaanites. Okay. And the firstborn of Judah, was evil in the sight of the Lord, and he slew him. Okay, let's get down to verse 9. The sons also of Hezron that were born unto him, Jerahmeel and Ram and Chelubai. Okay. Now, the language of the Baluba is Kiluba. Okay. Kilubai. Kiluba. Kilubai. All right. That's what I'm talking about right here. Okay. The Luba, Democratic Republic of Congo, consists of many subgroups or clans. All right. So there will be a link to the tribe of Judah right here. All right. 28.8 million population. And they speak Kiluba and Shiluba languages. Okay. Now, in Samba, okay, which I guess will still mean migration, dispersion, or the diasporas in Samba, connects to the word Sambo. Okay. Now, the Europeans called the African slaves over here in the Americas called them Sambo. That's a derogatory term, but according to the Bantu brothers, Sambo is tied to the diaspora's Isolele heritage. Okay, Isolele heritage. All right, so actually, really a good word. All right. Daily Truth About the Congo area from 1588. Livio Senuto. Okay, says Udarium Terra. Okay, this is in Portuguese, I believe. That means land of the Jews. Okay, and it's in the area of Congo on a map. I'm gonna put the link to the map in the description. And right here we have West Africa. The slave coast says Ouida. Okay, Ouida means Judah. Okay, and right here, right under, you have Judah. All right. You have the Akan, Yoruba, Bamileke, Western Africa. Okay, Bamileke right in the center between the Bantu area and the West African area. Okay, Cameroon. And then you have the Bakuba, Balozi. Okay. Okay. Now, the Lozi and the Akan, they have a connection. There's a connection. Okay. You can search it up. The connection. The Akan say, Nyame is the god of the Lozi people. Okay. Now, Nyame is in Zambi or Yambe. I hope I'm saying it right. Yambe. Yambi. And then right here you have the Yoruba. Okay. All these people I'm showing you, they can show traces to the history in the Near East. Okay. It's in their oral stories, etc. Okay. Now, Y-DNA, okay. Remember we went on Y-DNA? So let's say right here, let's look over here. Let's say Rock, okay. He has Y-DNA-R. He gets with a woman that has MtDNA-L, and let's say this woman, Leah, let's say her father was E1b1a, okay. So he got with an Israelite woman, all right. Rock got with an Israelite woman, okay. And then they had children. So then the son will have what? He will have Y-DNA-R. And his MtDNA will be MtDNA-L. But he did not inherit the woman's dad's paternal lineage. He didn't inherit E1b1a from his mother. Okay, even though her father was E1b1a. Okay, so he got Y-DNA-R. All right. Okay, that's his sister right there. Okay, but he gets with a African woman. Okay, an Israelite woman. Say her dad is E1b1a. He got with an Israelite woman. She's black. Say he might a little mix. Okay, and they have children, right? Okay, and look, he got dark. Okay, and then he has children again. Okay, and then boom, they still got R though. They still got Y-DNA-R. Son still got Y-DNA-R. Still going down to Y-DNA-R. Okay, and the daughter right here. The daughter right here would be a European. Okay, because her father is descended from a European. All right, you get what I'm saying? It's like the why. This how you determine your nation. Okay, even though they might look black, look fully black, 100% black, look dark skin, everything, woolly hair, all that. Somebody can have a Y-DNA or paternal lineage going back to a European. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. So right here, to say this woman right here, her mother was Yisolale, but her father was Y-DNA-R. Her father was a European. Okay, so she come out looking mixed. Her nation would be of her father, whatever her father was, right? And then, okay, she has children. Okay, these parents. Okay, she has children though. So she has children. They will be they'll be Y-DNA E1b1a. Okay, so we just say E1b1a for the E. Okay, it will be E1b1a. Her children will be E1b1a. But her daughter ain't gonna carry the Y-DNA, but her son gonna carry it. But you will know that this child right here is descendant of her father. Okay, if she tests her brother or her dad, okay, she knows she descended from Israelites. Okay, you see it keep going down. The E keep passing. E keep passing. Boom. Y-DNA, E1b1a keep passing down. Go dark. Okay. Boom. All right. So we'll look over here. Muhammad Ali, right? He has R1bl21. Okay. They know this because his Y-DNA haplogroup was determined by the big Y testing of his brother, Muhammad Ali. All right. Michael Jackson. Okay. Michael Jackson, who was known as the king of pop, and he is regarded as one of the most significant cultural figures of the 20th century, belonged to haplogroup R1b152. All right. His Y-DNA was determined by big Y testing of a relative descendant from Michael's paternal great-grandfather, Israel Nero Jackson Sr., at Family Tree DNA. Okay. Boom. All right. So let's do the calculations. Say right here, it says the black male population in the United States was 20 million, okay, which was 2021, so which was 48% of the total black population. Black males have a higher mortality rate than other males, which causes the percentage of black males in the population to decline more quickly as they age. All right. So let's just say let's look right here. According to genetic studies, a significant portion of African Americans, around 80%, carry Y chromosome haplogroup E1b1a. Okay, 80%. Now, another study, 2007, said only 60% carry E1b1a. But we're going to go by this study right here. So we're going to do 20 million, right? We're going to multiply that times 0.80, okay? And then you will get 16 million. So this how many Afro-American males would be Israelite, okay? It's an estimate, about 16 million. The other 4 million of the 20 million would be either R1b or another European haplogroup, or maybe the Jewish, one of the Jewish or Middle Eastern haplogroups, okay? But most likely it's going to be R1b, okay? Just like we got Muhammad Ali and Michael Jackson. All right. Now let's say 60%. This would be 20 million times 0.60. You would get about 12 million. All right, 12 million. All right. That will be Israelites. You're going by 60%, 12 million. All right. Over here. I have a link to these two brothers YouTube channels. All right.
So without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, and I'm gonna read it, and you get my reaction, my honest reaction. Okay. All right, here we are. I'm holding in my hand the results of my DNA test from AfricanAncestry.com. All right, and I'm about to read it. All right, I'm gonna try to get through this. Here are my results. I'm gonna try to read them without breaking down. Dear Mr. Stallings, it is with great pleasure that I report our patriclan analysis successfully identified your paternal genetic ancestry. By analyzing your Y chromosome DNA, we have determined that you share a paternal genetic ancestry with Karoo people in Liberia today. Below is a copy of your Y chromosome used to the analysis. You have inherited this segment of DNA through your father. I'm sorry. And it has been passed on consistently from father and son over the last 500 to 2,000 years. Your sequence similarity score is 100%. That means we are 100% confident of your result. All these years, all this time, I never knew. I wish my dad knew. And his brothers. We came from Liberia. The Karoo tribe. Enclosed, you will find a certificate of ancestry that authenticates your paternal ancestry. Here it is. All right. Certificate of ancestry. Anthony L. Stallings shares paternal with the Karoo people. I think that's Karoo in Liberia. Wow. This was the patriclan test, which tested my father's side through DNA all the way back to Liberia before slavery. But I've also done the matriclan, which is going to tell me on my mother's side, going back 2,000 years. I'm excited. I can't wait for the results. Until then, I'm asking you, who is your tribe?
All right. So, yeah, so he did an African ancestry test. It doesn't tell you your haplogroup, like your Y-DNA haplogroup, but it connects you to the tribe you descend from. So most likely he's E1b1a because West Africa is 80 to 90% E1b1a throughout West Africa. Okay. All right. Let's look at another brother. All right. Now he's a part of one of the Hebrew Israelite camps. All right. Okay. Look at his video.
You report. All right.
So this is what I was waiting on rather. Mother's haplogroup, father's E1b1a. I'm gonna do some research on that 8A. But yeah, briefly it says maternal haplogroups are families of microchronial, what have you, DNA types that are traces back to single mutation at a specific place and time. By looking at this geographic distribution of mtDNA types, we learn how our ancient female ancestors migrated throughout the world. Okay. And father, paternal haplogroups. Let's see, I'm reading through my phone, not the computer. Paternal haplogroups are families.
Yeah, so he did 23andMe. It tell you that your Y-DNA. Mine's is what that is. Mine's is E1b1a 8A1 U290. Okay, that's mine's U290. But yeah, 23andMe would be the best place to get your Y-DNA check. If you're going to look for Y-DNA, the best place to get it checked. Then once you know your Y-DNA, then I would tell you to do the African ancestry. Okay. So, matter of fact, let's go ahead and do this. African ancestry. All right. All right. Go down. The Patrick Land. Go right here. Test kits. Okay. Patrick Land. Test kit. See what they show. They show anything. Got any information on it? Nope, no information. But you get your Patrick Land test from here. All right. 23andMe. So you go places you can get your Y-DNA tested. All right, 23andMe. All right. It will do your Y-DNA and your mtDNA for just $100. Then got family tree DNA. Right? Got them right here, okay? Your paternal ancestry. Boom. Got these tests right here. So, matter of fact, I got another video. I'm gonna put both of these videos in the playlist, but the other video go a little bit deeper, okay, into what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I advise y'all. Well, I hope some of y'all will get tested. You know, I can't tell you to get tested, but you know what I'm saying, do you? But with that, I'm gonna say peace.